Okay, Brian, I'm back. I had a disappointing end to my tournament run, non-tournament run, I guess. So eager to make up for that. And I got to go up against Robert. That's a tough match. It's another tough pull. But he's the kind of guy I got to beat. So I got all the respect in the world for him. He's a great player, great guy, Pittsburgh guy. So I'm a fan of his. But today I got to get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, this could easily be a title match down the line because you guys are two of the best around. And like you said, it's tough pull to pull, when you're not in the number one contender or the finals or, the title match. But hey, you've been here before. You've done it before. You've made the title matches before. You know what you're doing. I know you're extra hungry now because of, the way the other one ended. So, just do what you got to do so we can finish this title run out and keep it in Club Dread no matter what.
Let's get it done.
What's going on, Robert? How you doing today?
Hey, my tournament run ended about where I expected it to, but it could have went a little bit longer had I just gotten one question. How am I feeling? I get to play Kirk again. Him once, by the grace of God, I think. So, yeah, it's a tough freaking draw, man. But I like Kirk a lot, obviously. He said it, Pittsburgh Connection. How could you not like him? He's a funny dude. I like his takes on things. I wish I was... conviction. I had enough conviction in my own stuff to make those kind of things, but I don't. So I respect him for it. It's gonna be tough. What else can you say?
It is gonna be tough. Kirk's very good. There's no doubt about that. And this is a hard pull, but you both are really, really good players. My tournament run ended because you knocked me the hell out. So that's great. That shows you're there. Look, the Pittsburgh thing, I'm gonna let that slide for you. For Kirk, I'm not going to let that slide. Not okay. But both our teams won today. So let's try to get yet another W for Fun DMC, and let's do this.
I need it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. I'm your host, Caleb Bubman, and today we got a good match for you. Kirk Kalikowski going up against Robert Kastner. Should be a good match. On the desk, we have Mr. Payson Johnson. Payson, how are you feeling about this matchup?
I'm doing great. We have a real battle of the beards, if you will, with both Robert and Kirk sporting quite the manes on their faces, and I think this is going to be a really fun match.
Absolutely. So we will get started, bring in our competitors, and we will get started with round one. Like this, 8 different questions, 8 different categories. You get all 8 right. You get a bonus question, 3 repeats, and a challenge allowed to choose throughout the entire match. So we get started with your first question, which comes in the category of action adventure. What is the name of the building where the events of Die Hard take place?
It's a Christmas movie. Just want to throw that out.
If you have a passionate opinion about whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie, you've already lost.
That's bad.
Cool.
You're lucky I'm in game mode here, Payson.
Hands down. Let's go to Kirk.
Nakatomi Plaza.
And Robert.
Nakatomi Plaza.
Both correct. Your next question comes in the category of music, which Payson will take because I don't want to step on his toes.
Inside Llewyn Davis takes place during what decade? Not the only Coen Brothers movie with a main character named Llewyn.
That is true.
Yeah, pretty cool.
They like the name Llewyn.
Mm-hmm.
5, 4, 3, 2. Hands down. Let's go to Robert.
What's not to like? Double L's, 1960s.
And Kirk.
1960s.
Both correct. We get into your next question, which comes in the category of directors. Who directed The Exorcist? Okay, Payson, I've got a weird little piece of pop culture to mention.
Go ahead.
You remember, it was called like Shrek's Scary Stories. It was a Halloween special, and there was the Shreksorcist.
The Shreksorcist, yes!
4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. That was a real thing. Let's go to Kirk.
William Friedkin.
And Robert.
William Friedkin.
Both correct.
All right, your next question will be coming to you in the category of Oscars. For what film did Benicio del Toro win his first Oscar? Not the only Oscar winner with the last name of Del Toro.
That is true. That is true.
Mm-hmm. I just love saying not the only.
You guys are really honing in on the names thing. I like it.
2, 1. Pins down. Let's go to Robert.
Traffic.
And Kirk.
Traffic.
Both correct. 4-4. Both players staying perfect as we get in your next question, which comes in the category of animation. In Coraline, what kind of animal informs the title character about the danger she is in? I think Coraline is just okay.
I need to give it a rewatch again. I look at the title and I'm like, Coraline, more like coral on the shoreline.
5,
Oh my God.
4,
Is that where I thought you were going with it?
Jesus Christ.
1. Pens down. You made your manager so mad backstage.
I bet he did. Oh, I bet he did.
Robert
Oh, Cat?
and Anthony.
I'm Kirk. My family was watching this while I was hosting YLS last week, so I missed it. So I hope it's a cat.
That is correct, Anthony Kirk Kawakowski. As we get into your next question.
Yes, your next question will be coming to you in the category of actors and actresses. Who has appeared in the following films? Stir Crazy, Bonnie and Clyde, and Silver Streak.
Okay, so this is my pet peeve. There's nothing wrong with this question. I just hate the way Barr does it. Appeared in the following films. Just say who appeared in the films.
Okay,
know-
that's fair. That's fair.
Why do you need following? What is this? Christopher Nolan? 5, 4,
What is happening?
1. Pens down. Let's go to Kirk.
I said Gene Hackman.
And Robert.
Richard Pryor?
Both incorrect, but Kirk got the right first name.
I knew it was.
For Gene Wilder.
Dang it. I almost went Wilder.
As we get into your penultimate question, as there are no perfect rounds, comes in the category of comedy. What remake of a TV show featured Will Ferrell and Nicole Kidman? Barr spelled Kidman with 2 D's, and I don't think that's correct.
He also spelled the other guy's last name very, very weirdly as well, that I may have had to.
He may have gotten Will's mixed up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wiki Wild Talladega Nights. Let's go to Kirk
Bewitched.
and Robert.
I have a secret. I'm a Clippers fan. Bewitched.
Okay, both correct.
And your final question will be coming to you in the category of recent releases because there are no perfect rounds. What recent release is about an old man who refuses to leave his flat as he begins to question his daughter's intentions and starts to doubt his own sanity? Also known as the... Not as mean, I won't say it.
Okay, then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Kirk
The Father.
and Robert.
The Father?
Both correct. So it is 7-7 as we get into round 2. Round 2 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to get a chance to spin the wheel. If you like what you spin, you can keep it. If you don't, you can spin again, but then you are stuck with it. You're going to get 5 questions in whatever category you get. You get it right, 2 points, multiple choice, 1 point. Get it wrong, other player gets a chance for the wheel. Categories on our lovely wheel tonight are Robert Strength of Adam Sandler and Marvel, Kirk Strengths of Audrey Hepburn and 70s Pacino. We also have sports, 1970s classics, and scores and soundtracks. So, Robert, you are higher ranked. Would you like to spin first or first?
We talked a little bit about, but not that much. What do you want to do? Are you feeling good, or you want to let him go and see what you need to do?
I usually prefer to see what I have to do. So I
That
know.
works. Then let's defer.
I'm cool with deferring.
And we'll bring in Brian. Okay, Kirk, this is your spin. And you'll land on Adam Sandler. Would you like to do that or spin again?
Respin that.
I am shocked.
This is the category
Didn't
you
even
are
get a chance to
stuck with,
coach you.
and you get your strength of 70s Al Pacino films.
All right.
No,
So I will give you your questions in the category of 70s Pacino. First question. What is the animal-based nickname of Francis in Scarecrow?
Lion.
Correct for 2 points. Next question. What condition does Mr. Mulvaney have in Dog Day Afternoon?
He's diabetic.
That is correct for 2 more points. Who plays Helen in The Panic in Needle Park?
Oh, just watch this. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A. Jane Alexander, B. Kitty Wynn, C. Julie Christie, D. Talia Shire.
Can you repeat on those options?
Yes, and can you bring your hands up, please? A. Jane Alexander, B. Kitty Wynn, C. Julie Christie, D. Talia Shire.
C?
That is incorrect. Kastner for the 1-point steal. Your options are A. Jane Alexander, B. Kitty Wynn, C. Julie Christie, D. Talia Shire.
B. Kitty Wynn.
That is correct for a 1-point steal. Your penultimate question. How many Al Pacino films released in the 70s were nominated for Best Picture? Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A3, B4, C5, D6.
I want to say 3.
That is correct for 1 point.
Believe being Godfathers and Dog Day Afternoon.
Yeah.
Correct. And your final question. In And Justice for All, Arthur goes on a tense ride with Francis in what mode of transportation?
A helicopter.
Correct for 2 points. So it is 14 to Kastner's 8. Is that what you have, Payson?
That is exactly what I have.
Okay, so we will go into Robert's spin.
Clint is here to wish you luck.
Thank you. Probably need it.
And you land on sports. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Okay.
Um,
I don't think this is bad for you. I think this is pretty good. There's better stuff, but
There is, but the deficit, I could probably make this up, and there's stuff on there that if I hit it, I will be screwed.
right. I think this is probably one of those that was in the middle. I think in my opinion, I think you should go with it just because if that second spin doesn't go right, we don't have another choice.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this.
Okay. Payson, would you like to give Robert his questions?
Yes, absolutely. Robert, your first question in the category of sports. What sport does the sports family film The Big Green center on?
Soccer.
That is correct for 2 points. At the end of Fighting with My Family, Paige makes her debut on what weekly wrestling show?
I could probably guess, but I'm going to multiple choice it. Please.
All right, your options. Is it A, NXT, B, Monday Night Raw, C, SmackDown Live, or D, AEW Dynamite?
SmackDown Live.
That is incorrect. Kirk, a chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, NXT, B, Monday Night Raw, C, SmackDown Live, or D, AEW Dynamite?
It was a coin flip. Robert said heads. I'll go tails. Monday Night Raw.
That is correct for 1 point. Your next question. In which 90s sports film will you find the characters of Sidney Sid Dean and Billy Hoyle?
Yeah. White men can't jump.
That is correct for 2 points. And your penultimate question. In The Color of Money, the 9-ball classic tournament is to be held in what East Coast city?
Multiple choice.
Your options. Is it A, Boston, B, Atlantic City, C, New York City, or D, Miami?
Atlantic City.
That is correct for 1 point.
Okay, so I have.
We have one question left.
Sorry, my bad.
Sorry. Your final question.
Yep.
Remember the Titans was the on-screen debut for what Oscar-nominated actor?
Repeat.
All right, that is your first repeat. Remember the Titans was the on-screen debut for what Oscar-nominated actor?
Ryan Gosling.
That is correct for 2 points.
Okay, so I have us all tied up 15-15. Is that what you have, Payson?
That is exactly what I have.
Okay, 15-15 as we get into round 3. Round 3 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to get to pick what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. Categories we will be able to pick from tonight are comic book movies, Martin Scorsese, 1980s, horror, sports, release dates, scores and soundtracks, and mystery thriller. We will get started. We will let them pick their categories right now. We will be back with you right now. Okay, we are back, and our competitors have picked what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. Robert has picked his 1 in movie release dates, his 2 in horror, his 3 in sports, and his 4 in comic book movies, whereas Kirk has picked his 1 in comic book movies, his 2 in sports, his 3 in 80s, and his 4 in Scorsese. So we will start with Kirk for his 1-pointer in comic book movies. Take it away, Payson.
Yes, Kirk, your 1-pointer. What is the real name of the Thing in the Fantastic Four franchise?
Ben Grimm.
That is correct for 1 point.
Okay, and we'll go over to Kastner for his 1-pointer in movie release dates. What year saw the release of Gladiator?
2000.
That is correct for 1 point. So we'll go back over to Kirk for his 2 in sports.
Yes, Kirk, your 2-pointer in the category of sports. What 90s sports film features a supporting cast that includes James Woods, Dennis Quaid, and Cameron Diaz?
Any Given Sunday.
That is correct for 2 points.
So we will go back to Kastner for his 2 in horror. Name one of the 2 actors who play Rose's parents in Get Out.
Bradley Whitford.
Correct for 2 points. Okay, so we go back over to Kirk for his 3 in 80s.
3 in 80s. All right, Kirk, your 3-pointer in the category of 80s. What 1989 film will you find the fictional band Big Fun and their song Teen Suicide, Don't Do It?
Heathers.
That is correct for 3 points.
So we will go back over to Robert for his 3 in sports. The 1949 Kirk Douglas film Champion is about what sport? Five, 4.
Repeat.
As your second repeat. The 1949 Kirk Douglas film Champion is about what sport?
Boxing.
Damn it.
That is correct for 3 points.
Okay, between 2 of them. Glad I picked the right one.
Okay, so we're back over to Kirk for his 4 in Scorsese.
All right, Kirk, your 4-pointer in the category of Scorsese. What disorder does Teresa suffer from in Mean Streets?
Epilepsy.
For 4 big points.
Okay, so we are in a situation where if Robert hits his 4, we go to sudden death. If Robert misses, then Kirk wins. So, Robert, you're 4 in comic book movies.
Yep.
What is the first and last name of Clark's childhood bully in Superman 3? Five, 4, 3.
Burn the last repeat, please.
All right, that is your final repeat. What is the first and last name of Clark's childhood bully in Superman 3?
Okay. Good game. For sure.
5.
Craig Thompson.
And your winner, Kirk, the consigliere Kawakowski. Correct answer was Brad Wilson. Brad Wilson. So we will be going to post-match interviews, starting with Robert. Oh, took out wrong person. Hold on. Post-match interview starting with Robert. Robert, you weren't able to pull off the win tonight, but you played an excellent match. How are you feeling?
Good. I mean, Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor. I was between two, and probably should have guessed that it was not who I thought. And then, Kirk said it. I was between Raw and SmackDown on the Fighting with My Family one, and I picked the wrong one. Those things would have helped because at least we would have been tied, I guess. If that all goes my way, but things don't go your way. That was a fairly tough. I hadn't heard that question in the minute for comic books. So what are you going to do? I mean, we ping-ponged, and it came down to the last question, so I can't do anything more than I did.
Yeah, I mean, you played great. There's no doubt about it. 7 in round 1. You guys are completely even in round 2, getting the exact same amount of steals, the exact same amount of points, and it's one question. That's all it is, and that's sometimes all it takes is one 4-point question. That's a tough one. That is crazy hard, but that's what it is. It's a 4-point. You played fantastic. We all know you are really, really good. But so is Kirk. You two are going to have another battle at some point, probably, and it's probably going to be for a championship. Let's be honest. But I look forward to being there for that. You played great. I'm proud of you. I thought you did awesome. Don't let this bring you down in any way, shape, or form. You played great.
Okay. Well, we will be seeing you next season, Robert. Now we're going to go over to Brian and Kirk. Kirk, you pulled off the win. I know it's been a little bit. How are you feeling?
I feel great. Let me get this out of the way first. Great match by Robert. That was one of the best matches I've played in. I mean, it was tied all the way through. We missed all the same stuff, like Anthony said, up until we got to the 4-pointers. So that was a fantastic match. Good on him. Again, he'll be, he's going to be a star in this league for a long time to come. So this is going to be holding him. For me, this was a must-win match. I'm at 500 now. I did not want to languish in sub-500 Warzone Purgatory. And honestly, if I lost this, I didn't know where I was going to go from there. So this was an absolute must-win. I'm excited. Now I have, I believe, the rest of the year off. I don't think I'm coming back till next season, which is fine because now I can take this win, relax with it for a little bit, and I know what I need to do to get better next season, and I have time to do it. So I'm feeling really good.
Yeah, I was glad to see Kirk get back in the win column. Like I said, this is just the beginning. He's going to work his way back towards another title shot eventually. He did scare me a couple times. Round 1, the Gene Wilder. I was sure that Robert was going to get that one then, but he missed it too, which kept everything safe. And like you guys said, you were tied for 2 3/4 rounds out of 3. So it's kind of crazy. And you did scare me again with Any Given Sunday. That was a very long pause there, by the way.
I couldn't remember if it came out in 2000 or not.
I was a little nervous about that one. But you pulled it out. I mean, obviously, I had faith in you. You didn't even need me here, except to maybe bounce some things off of. But you did what needed to be done, and this is just the beginning of another streak for you.
Thanks for being here, Ron. Thank you, guys.
Fair. Well, we will be seeing Kirk next season. Now we will go Payson. I thought this was an excellent match. I don't know about you, but I thought that was a great match.
No, these are some of my favorite matches where it's literally just tit for tat going back and forth, and it literally came down to the first person who bled. Unfortunately, lost the match, but this match was incredible.
Absolutely. Well, thank you to Robert. Thank you to Kirk. Thank you to their managers for tonight. Thank you to Payson for co-hosting. I have been Caleb Lilboat Boatman. This has been Multiplex Movie Warzone. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle. Bye-bye.